it's Michelle Walker Wade, your workplace literacy and career strategist expert. I'm here to give you a get mobilized moment. I've talked to a lot of people lately who are very upset and disheartened about the economic situation and how difficult it's been to find work. I hear so many times people say, I've put out so many applications, I've put out so many resumes, and I get no response, and it doesn't matter if I sign up with an agency or with a placement program, or if I apply for it myself on something like Monster or Craigslist. My resume just is not getting any return calls. I'm not getting any return calls, and I'm frustrated. And I always ask this question, and I believe the question actually frustrates people as well, but my question I always ask is, how targeted is your resume? What I see often is people have 1, 2, maybe 3 variations of their resume, which a lot of times they have paid someone else to put together, and they take those 3 resumes and they send them out for every job that remotely is something they may want to do. And the thing you have to understand is a resume has to be targeted to the job. So there's no way you can have 3 resumes or 2 resumes, and my goodness, definitely not 1 resume, and expect it to target the job to the point where you will get that response. One thing that helps target a resume is if your resume has what's called a target job title. Now, so you may ask, what's a target job title? If you think about the typical resume, at the top of the resume there's the contact information, the name, the address, maybe a telephone number, an email address, and right under that, most times what you'll find is people will put an objective statement, and we'll talk about objective statements later, but so they'll have an objective statement there. And a lot of employers like to read objective statements if they're really targeted and if they're not some of the generic objective statements that you see out there. But one thing that will help catch the eye of the employer or even the computerized system that is most likely reading your resume is if you have a target job title instead of or before that, before you see that objective. If there's a job title, target job title. So you say, well, what is a target job title? A target job title is a phrase or a set of words, a very short phrase that describes the position that you're looking for, the position that that resume is targeted for. And a target job title generally has 3 components to it. It has the job or the task, so the name of the job or the task that you would like to obtain. It also includes the level, and it also includes the industry. So for example, if you are applying for a marketing position in a healthcare organization, and let's say you have never worked in this particular job title before, your target job title might say entry-level marketing assistant for healthcare. So that was entry level, that's the level of the job. Marketing assistant, that's the job title. For healthcare, that's the industry. So those are 3 components that help the reader, the person who could be calling you in for an interview, to know precisely what this resume should have on it. From there, you go on to do your resume as normal, but you want to make sure that the details on that resume are also targeted for the particular job. There's nothing worse than for an interviewer to read 2 pages of jobs that have nothing to do with the job that you are applying for. And sometimes you may, like for example, the example I'm using right now with the entry-level marketing assistant for healthcare, perhaps you've never, just by the target job title, you've never been a marketing assistant, so you would be putting entry-level. So then the thing you would want to do in the rest of your resume is show what other crossover skills you've done that are the same, that will be needed in the marketing assistant position, or what other crossover skills maybe that you've had in healthcare that show that you know how to use the language of healthcare. What other crossover skills can you show that where you have been in a entry-level job and progressed and moved up. So you want to make sure your resume, the rest of your resume, somehow shows or indicates that you have some crossover skills for the particular job that you are applying, for which you are applying. I hope this has helped you, and go ahead and if you like some assistance with those targeted job titles, go ahead and just put a note here, send a link to the job, and send to me what you would put as your target job title, and I will give you some feedback on that particular job title. Have a great day. Again, this is Michelle Walker Wade with your Workplace Literacy Get Mobilized Moment.